Welcome to episode 8 of this Let's Play series of Distant Worlds 2. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the series. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. We're going to start to ramp things up a bit in this episode. I've just been having a bit of a look at the diplomacy that we're aware of. We're really only still aware of these two factions. They're at war with each other. If we have a quick look at the Astute Quamina Order, at war with the Fumalsa Systems Megacorp. They are neutral with most of the others. They've actually got a fairly positive... Actually, they haven't come across the other factions, which is interesting. What about you guys? What have you got? Just the pirates, yeah, just the different pirates, and they're paying them off. The human pirates, they're not really doing much there with just yet. But everyone else, they're just paying off completely. Now, these two here, it's going to come down to... And I think I want to go after the Teekans. They're winning the war at the moment. They'll have a war weariness that will be up there a little bit. I think it's time for us to start to sort of do it. But I've just noticed that the AI has actually decided that we'd be better off trying to befriend these guys. I think because we put the ambassador there. I put the ambassador there to open up the espionage if I could. But let's just go and change that one to manual. And we're going to change where we want to go with things into conquer. I think we'll actually go in that regard there. So we'll make this one into a conquer sort of mode, what that should then do once we've actually done that is to, if we go back across now into our military tab and then look at the targets, does that then open up this? Not yet. It may if we just let the game run forward a little bit. I'm sort of almost thinking of trying to keep the Quamino around for a little bit, so I may even go back in and not make them friendly. This is quite an easy one, just to sort of do what you need to do in here. Probably just keep it neutral. I might even put befriend. Do neutral. What does neutral do? Neutral strategy means that your empire is more likely to work towards trade treaties and non-aggression treaties. You'll typically be willing to undertake a wide variety of espionage missions against this empire, but no sabotage missions. I'm happy enough with that. We'll go neutral with them. Other things. So we're going to go with the conquer for these guys in through this side. This is where we'll actually be going all out to damage them. Down through this side, this is the Dayuts. I think again I'm going to probably try to befriend these, and we'll do the same with these as well. Change this one across to befriend, and the Harkonish. We've got undermine. This means that your empire will undertake a complete array of espionage and sabotage missions against this empire in an effort to secretly undermine them. I'm happy enough with that as well. I'll just leave these on manual all the way through here. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we've got those now established. Let's just let the game run forward a little bit, just a few days, and then we'll see if we end up with the better targets. No, we're still only seeing the Quaminos there. Not sure why that's the case, actually. That's sort of strange. Oh, there we go. Now it's flicked across. Yeah, so because we've now changed our stance, we now actually get things, for example, like all of the megacorps. Now, these don't give you everything, unfortunately. Like if we go to bases, so what do we actually end up having? Like there's a few different things I want to get. I want to get anything that's got like Caslon supply. This will be, and this is actually good because it's showing me where their bases are established that we're aware of. They're quite strong back at their homeworld with what's going on there. I might just deselect that bit of it. But we do actually have, for example, different spaceports. So we've got a spaceport in through there. We've got a mining station in through this side. We can see that's an important Caslon mine. So we'll go and capture that sort of straight away. Now, we're going to have to declare war before we do this. So we've got the mining station there. That's one that we do want to go and get. The Denabola is just a luxuries. The Sal mining station, more Caslon. Where's that one? That's way over here. That would be a good one for us to grab as well. So we've got so you got those ones. That one, the Great Caverns Lounge. This is just a resort base. Don't really need that one. The mining station through here is money for steel. Full Massa 4 is luxuries with a bit of carbonite. Just let's see if we can find. Here's a polymer. That's full master. This is in their home system. Their home system is going to be a hard one for us to sort of work on. What I want to do is initially try to catch them unawares, and then we've got a couple of planets there as well, which is something we could actually look at later on. Anyway, what we might do here is now that we can sort of see the base bases where they actually are. So this is priority for enemy targets. If I just go back to all again. So I can just go all targets, colonies back in through there, only the two that we're really aware of. We know that there's more, but we just haven't had ships going in to see where they actually were. Fleets, we can't see any of their fleets just yet. I'll just go to all targets and we'll just keep this one on. So with this in mind, let's declare war now, I think. So we'll just go through our fleets. We've got 2 different fleets. This is an assault transport again. The second, also an assault transport. So these 2 fleets I'm going to send off to start to take over the Caslon mines outside of where they actually are. In fact, we can do this another way. We can actually go across into Caslon here and then just have a quick look and see, okay, which ones do have Caslon. Now, we've got Caslon all the way through here. They do actually have a couple there. It's funny, I thought they'd said that this was a Caslon mine. Unknown items. But what's this one bring in? This one is mining Caslon. So we will actually go off and take over that one as well. So we'll just start the process of getting this war established and then taking over as much as we can in these outer sectors. So we'll just do outside raiding. We'll go to the 4th fleet, which is one of my attack fleets. I'm just going to leave that one around. And the 5th fleet, yeah, I've got both of these. I'm just going to go across and grab this location here with the 5th fleet, and I'm going to send the 5th fleet and make this the home base. And so that's now got an attack roll. I'm going to set these to be same system, I think. So we'll just keep them same system for whatever we do in these locations. That's the 5th, the 4th as well. Just go and change this one to be same system. So we're just overriding how far they will actually now go away when they actually have missions, even though they're on an attack mission. I've kept them way, way low. The first defense group is going to head out this way. So we'll just get them in position. So we'll just move across. Well, in fact, we'll just move to that location. So we'll move that way, and we'll just do a bit of a surprise attack. And then the second, back over this side, will then come back through into the Merconia system. And so this will be another one that will be an important one for us to affect. We want to go and move to that one as well. So let's just get these under control. So we're running at double speed. Now, the one thing we don't actually have here, unfortunately, is the ability to check where their fleets are. And that's going to be, they're going to be all out. They could be anywhere through here. We just don't know. Unfortunately, getting rid of that last ambassador from a couple of episodes ago, has meant that we just don't have eyes here. We would have had eyes here as well, and it would have been nice to see whether the Teekans are back there, which we are seeing some fleets now back in this other side. So if we go back out and have another look and just click, the 4th Defence Force hardly got anything back at home, which means that their main fleets, their invasion fleets, may be over here at Nyat. We just don't know. All right, well, I think it is time. Now, we've got the 2 attack fleets. Now, they're just going to be here to destroy any incursions that come into these homeworld systems. Okay, we should explain higher levels. Okay, that's okay. Unknown items detected. That's fine. All right, it is time to get the to declare war. So we'll just go into here. We're going to go and speak with them. Offer a treaty. We declare war on you. So there is insufficient justification for this war. We will suffer a negative reputation impact by declaring war now. I don't care. Look out, big hunting ships coming for you. That's okay. So we're now at war with them. What we'll find is that there will be now a war weariness score. Our war weariness will be good. Theirs won't be. We'll just close that one off. In the meantime, we're going to have a lot of things happening. So this one has now come into this system. And what we want to do is we want to capture this. So we're going to send the 2nd fleet in to capture this location. So capture away, and same with the other fleet as well. The 1st fleet will be sent in to capture this one. Now that means that they're going to attack it until the shielding comes down, and then they're going to, and I might just move it just back to normal speed. We'll watch this one go in, and we'll just keep a bit of an eye open for anything that might actually happen back over in here. So the ships are now moving in. Actually, we may need to tell them to actually completely attack. So let's just go into the second and just do an attack. That way we can just monitor what goes on. Unfortunately, we're going to have to double check between these two different zones. This is the first again, so we'll actually tell it to attack this. I don't mind if we destroy it. In the meantime, this is where we should end up getting this one stripped away fairly fast. So all the ships will come in. If I just tell it to capture, it's only the capturable ship that will actually go in and do anything. It's just a mining operation. Alright, now they're offering protection, which we don't want. The escort is under attack by the Makosa 2 mining station, not a problem. Then we'll wait for the other attack, which will then give us a bit of a warning that something else is afoot. So we're hitting... it's just hitting us with small weapons. It's not going to really affect us too much. This one should start to attack it. There we go. Hitting it with the Thilwan beams. One shield has already been taken down. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in. There we go. Shield down very, very quickly. The rest of these guys, so we'll just go back to, this is the second, now capture. There goes the Marines. So we now actually have Marines on board. They're going to be able to dominate that one. So that's not an issue. That is done. This one in through here now is going in for its attack. So this is the first. Yep, so this one is mining away just to get more Caslon. Let's have a quick look around again. Do we have any other under attack? Troop transport? Yeah, that's okay. We'll come back and have a look at that one in just a minute. Just go back to the second again. This one will fall. There's no way the Teekans can hold that against our troops. Now, do they have anything else in here that we want? No, they don't. We did know that there was another base back over here, and there's going to be more stuff back in here as well, but they'll bring more troops in. I'm not ready to take on their homeworld yet, but I am ready to take on this. So no matter what this is, we'll grab this one as well. So the second can now move across and attack this one. And in the meantime, we'll just keep on going with our other defense group, which is basically an assault group. So once we get into range for the beams, isn't unable to do enough damage yet. Okay, so we've now boarded and captured that particular station. Just missed that one. Just check its shielding. Shielding is down straight away. That's good actually. Why is that? It looks like it may be the iron beam from here has actually just pulled it straight down. So we'll just grab these and just tell them to capture this one as well. Now that's got those figures on board. That's going to be fine. That's all we need to do there. So the first, there's really nothing else in this system that is up for grabs. So we'll just now grab this particular group. And we'll start to send, actually, I sort of could go into their homeworld. There's only the 4th defense there. Like there's really nothing much in this system. When we look at it, actually no, there's 14 ships there now. Frigates all around the homeworld. Okay, there's a bit more there than we thought. We could draw them out. We could send in one of our attack fleets. We do have a fair bit there. Maybe we go and grab a 6th fleet. Let's just go back across and just get a 6th attack fleet. So attack fleets, build new attack fleet at any construction yard. We can only start off with one of them, unfortunately. So this one, we just have to wait for this one to have... Actually, there we go. We've been able to top up with a few more ships. And so these will actually then go back to the DAS Hive planet, our home world, which means that the fourth, which is in through here, can be moved in to start to attack the home system. Let's do that, and then we'll bring the second, or the first actually in as well, the first fleet, which to try to take over, again, the Caslon mines. We want to get control of the Caslon. All of the Caslon operations that these guys, that the Teekans have got, we want to be in control of that, so that they have to then, ultimately, when the war finishes, buy it from us, and we then get an economic boost from that, but also they then basically then end up being beholden to us. So this one here is actually something we do want to go and get. What we'll do, though, is we could either destroy this and then come back in afterwards, or... Actually, this one also... No, this one doesn't have very much at all. Let's send the fourth fleet over to here. So we'll attack this mining station with our fourth fleet, and this will be important to try to drain off as many of the fighters, or as many as the ships that they've actually got. We'll get our first to now... We can leave this system because we're now going to get control of that one. And we'll come back in as well with this and just start to pick up. It doesn't really matter where we get these from, but I think we'll move this way first. What do they have there? Maybe we'll do that one. Grab the first and just tell it to attack this. Okay, so in we go. They'll both arrive at close to the same time. Just going to wait now for the attacks to start to arrive. It's only really leaving the fifth fleet back in here to protect everything. So we do have to keep tabs on what's going on. Then we've got that last fleet, which was the sixth actually, so control 6. Can't top it up with any more ships just yet. Okay, that's been boarded and captured, so we now actually have mining operations taken over from the Teekans. Passenger ship. Okay, so that's from one of their frigates. We'll evaluate the actual attack strength that they have. Now, they've actually taken out this little world. This is interesting. The reason this is so interesting is because it's so close to Nimbus, and Nimbus has got there's a few planets in here. Like Nimbus 1 is very, very good. If we capture that planet, and now's the time to do it if we're going to do it, if we capture that planet, we can then make this into a food planet. This means it would actually be a good one for us anyway. So, because this will be settleable by us. This is actually a quality of 42. The Teekans have got a plus 32. We would also have a plus 32. We've got exactly the same like of these sort of planets as the Teekans do. So this one is absolutely a target that we would want to get. It opens up this system down in here. So we're going to be expanding a little bit too much. So we're going to attack them economically down this other side. So you can see now we can sort of start to see colonizable worlds all through their systems, which would be okay. We've got Anyutat, where's that? Oh, way down over here. In there. So we're too far away for getting that one through there. At Ignatia. That one we can colonize, but it's only a 12, so it's going to then drain a lot of money. But I think that this little world here is actually something we can grab. If we just grab the third fleet, which has already got the 4 infantry, 7 armor, we can then just come straight through and capture this world, which then gives us the stepping stone to get to Nimbus, or the Nimbus system. So let's go and send this group out to capture this world. I don't think this will have any protection, so we'll just prepare an attack. So we'll just go straight in with that one. We've got a lot going on now. So in we go. we'll just keep a bit of an eye on what's happening in here. So they've only got 11, so they've moved some of them off to somewhere else. Now, if there ends up being protection back in here, we're going to have to bounce off again and not actually take it straight away. New frigate completed, that's good. So they don't have enough money to keep on going with the 6th Fleet. The 1st is going to get there a little bit too early. We're passing other ships. This is just passenger ships. We've got a group of passengers, a group of Keterovs coming in to it's a Keterov tourists. Fuel tanker completed, that's good. So that's the first of the fuel tankers from that other fleet. Off they go. New frigate completed as well. Yeah, the first is just going to take a little bit too long. Got a new ambassador. Now, I do want to get this one across into the Elgafar system. So I'll just move across. Ambassadors. This is Qatar Jorbarek. Dismiss. Make that one manual. I wonder if these ambassadors will fight it out. So they're going to go to the Astute Quamino order. Transfer. So over you go. Just going to tell the 1st to go over here and just wait for this for the 4th Fleet to get to it into position. And if we can use if the 4th Fleet can get away with actually capture or like doing as much damage as possible, and that's going to work very, very nicely. Yeah, our war readiness is already up a little bit. We have got a couple of bonuses because of taking over those 2 bases. Decline that. Okay, so the 1st will now send back in again to capture this one. And how are we going in here? Right, they're coming in now. So they've actually now got a group of ships that have come in to this particular planet. What have we got there? We've got a frigate with strength 90. We've got a couple of heavy escorts as well with strength 60. Now, rather than capture this, what I should do is actually now either destroy these or capture these. So let's just go to the 2nd. So we're going to have a lot of this sort of stuff going on now. Just attack the terrible star. The trouble they're going to have is they've got area of effect attacks. Just double check here. We've lost part of our shielding there. Going. Alright, its hyperdrive is offline. Let's just leave it. I think I'd prefer to get the frigate, to be honest. I mean, I can use these escorts. Let's leave that one and go after the frigate now. Just leave that one for a second, just see where we're going. So we're still heading in. Got a lot to contend with at this stage, and that one's still going across to there. So this is where the action actually currently is. Now, these little fleets can take little ships on like this, but not much else really. Yeah, this one's taken damage and is jumping away. Jumped away, so it's disappeared. We're still jumping there. That one's also down now, and this one is now still got the hyperdrive offline. Defenses and sensors are down. Other things have been disabled on the way through. All right, let's get the 2nd again, and we'll go after this one here, I think. Being hit here a lot. tell them to capture this one. Have we got this one up and running yet? No, it's still not currently available. In that case, just finish it off. Okay, so the 5th Strike Force, an enemy fleet of the Full Master system, has been detected travelling towards the Mercona 2 mining station. So we could send defensive forces across to, and this will be our ambassador that's probably actually now told us about this one. Construction of a new frigate has been completed at Das Hive Spaceport. That's all fine. We've got a bit of money there at the moment. Now there's still other ships. There's a fuel tanker coming in. There's another heavy escort coming in as well. We've still got this one which has now healed itself back up again to a degree. So we still don't have this thing ready from the last attack, which was some time ago. This thing we'll just destroy this one, and then we'll send ours home. Across the humans now as well. Now that is another heavy escort. This thing here is still got all of its weapons. And you know, all the weapons have been brought down on that one, so that one's no longer really a massive threat. But I think we might go back and refuel and repair at Das Hive. So let's just get out of here. Just leave that one where that is. In the meantime, our 1st has now got into here, but here's the 5th already back in action. They're going to destroy this thing. We're not going to have any option to do anything with that one. You need to get away from there. So this one will... so this is the 5th now coming back in. So they've got their frigates. They're the Comoros 3 frigates. Strength 101. We'll have a bit of an analysis of this when we've actually got combat ships that are need to be looked at. So we'll... the 1st has now come back into here. So, sorry, not the 1st, the 4th is now attacking this particular station. There goes all the small craft. And then they'll sort of head off and protect us. So the fleets of craft that we have, the interceptors and the bombers, will just sort of stay around the fleet. Attack that one. I'm not sure where these are all heading off to. They may be going to the other stations actually. Okay, so we're now under attack over through here. Now we haven't been able to change this across to one of our designs, which would be stronger than the Teekans. So we're not going to be able to do anything else there. In terms of so that's the 2nd. They're all moving back. There's nothing left back there. Some of these have certainly been injured. Let's just keep back and watch what actually goes on. So the small craft are coming in, like these look to be ours. She can't really pick it up. Oh no, that's mining operations. In the meantime, the other ships are coming through here. So they're streaming around now, and the other group is going around the other side to attack this. We can't capture this one, we'll just destroy it. Escort is under attack by the Full Master 4 mining station. Full Master 4, where's that? It's here. Okay, it's this group in here. So these are now coming in. Now we do actually have a Comoros 3 that's hitting this one. We are bringing this one down. This is the 1st fleet. In that case, we'll go after this one here. We'll switch targets because this is more damaging. I might change my fleet tactics from tight to normal, so we don't get these area of effect attacks coming in too much. Oh, this one's already down. Look, I'll just destroy these ships. And how are we going over this side? Let's have a quick look again. The small craft are still making their way around the side of the planet. It looks like they're coming back. We've now done this one. We'll accept that trade, and we'll just go back to the 6th and add in more ships. This is the 4th. We'll just attack that mining station around here. And we still need to get this Caslon mine. Okay, foreign mission thwarted. So Asunt Udan of the Alasia Totality managed to escape when our forces detected them attempting to steal research information on orbital hive defences. So we want to stop them. They're very, very good spies, so they're going to be difficult to stop. There's more polymer there, actually. That would be a good one for us to get hold of. Have we destroyed this one? Looks like it is. Yep, we've got debris now. So this is the first. What have we got there? That's a light transport. We'll kill that one off. Now they'll pick up all of the debris that's actually in here. Attack this one now. Bring its shielding down. This one will just slowly sort of make its way around because it has to pick up all the fighters again. Here they all come. So it will call all the fighters back. The fighters actually went a long way away, but they're coming back in again now. They'll get back on board, and then it will move off into the next range. Now, if we have a bit of a look into here, we've got don't have that much protection really. This is strength 367, and our 4th fleet is a lot more. What we might do is actually swing across and take this out. I'll just do a prepare and attack. That way we'll pick up all the ships and then be heading across that way. So this one here is... Yep, shielding is way down now. Alright, so with the 1st, we will now tell it to go and capture. Have we done anything? Nope, not available. In that case, just destroy it. Must use its assault pods just to help out with things. Now we've got another ship that's come in through here, a heavy escort. Yep, that's all okay. Now how are we going with these guys? So they're just going to wait for all of the small craft to get on board. Then they'll move off. I might move the 1st back out of this system now. We do actually have still some fighting going on in here. In fact, this is the torpedo frigates. Is that the 2nd? That's the 6th. The 6th have actually moved up out here to protect this. Okay, so these have actually moved out to aid this one. That's right. I've got this one set on attack, so they're just going off and basically just helping out. I'm happy enough with that. Looking at this in this instance, the 2nd is coming back into repair, which is fine. We do have to go back in and claim this one again at some point. Still got a lot of stuff going on in their home system. Let the 1st actually just finish this one off, and then we'll get them home as well. Some damage this side. Yeah, those wave bombs are doing a bit of damage there. So we're looking to see how this other group's going. They're still back in here, picking up the fighters. It's jumping away. Alright, back into here again. The 1st, finish this one off. Wait for these to disappear. Okay, we're invading a colony. We're already here with this one here. And as suspected, there's nothing much on the ground. There's a little bit of troops here, but nothing that can really stop us from doing what we have to do. There is actually a small troop transport that's there as well. won't really worry us that much. We'll just go in with our troops once we get them all on the ground here. We should be fine with this. Just missed that one. We can have a bit of a look to see how we're going. Yeah, we've got big numbers here. So we're sort of rattling through. These don't defend well. So the defensive strength is dwindling away right away now. We've still got these. Should be attacking. Should be still dropping these in. Come on, drop your troops down. There they go. All right, in the meantime, now we don't have... yeah, so we do actually have native planet types for both us and them, and we do have an armoured breakthrough, so we're going to absolutely smash this planet, which is good, and this is an important one just for us to get a hold of. So we'll just go back to the third again, and now just turn everyone around to attack this particular mauler. So General Jatari has been dismissed due to poor skills and general incompetence. If they don't do much, then they don't get up to do anything. So that planet there will fall very, very quickly. We are still... Now we're over here. This will be the interesting attack, I think. So these guys are now coming in. All of these small craft. This is where these will actually start to really dominate. Let's have a quick look at our first fleet. The first fleet is still very, very healthy. And we have destroyed that one now. So what's going on with this one here? This is the one that's just floating around. Let's just finish this one off in that case. So we'll attack that one and go back to the other system here. So our ships are on the side. They're going to come streaming through now with our fourth fleet, which is the mini carriers essentially, and they're going to be bringing these across. Now we've got 39 ships, so we did 39 fighters, which means we've lost one of them. There's more missiles and things coming. There's missiles being attacked. Even these guys are attacking the missiles. Okay, it's suggesting that we send the 6th fleet to prepare an attack at the Nadoa spaceport. We don't need that one to decline. I might change the 6th to stop them. I'm just going to do them as a manual and just grab a few more for those. Frigate is under attack by the Nadoa spaceport. We'll dismiss that one and have a bit of a look at this one as well. Escort at Formalsa 4. That's going to be back over here again. Again, we have this everything sort of set up. We still can't use that pod, so we'll just do the destruction of this particular fleet. And so we'll just start to sort of dominate in this area of space. There's nothing else really backing through here, so that they're going to be firing their big missiles at us from here. These little craft will just start to come through. They'll start to dominate what they can. They did actually pick up a hive. They did steal this one from us, the hive fighter base. Colony conquered. There we go. So we've actually now taken over this particular colony. Now, that's great. So we've now got this one. We've got a lot of protection on the ground here. So we'll dismiss that one. And we now get the scouring. And yes, of course, we want to do this. So with our recent conquest of the colony Chi, we can choose whether to implement the scouring. Scouring this newly acquired colony will grant us an extra tech from the conquest. Some of the existing population will be consumed, which doesn't really matter. There's hardly anything there anyway, 30 million. And our diligent efforts to scour the planet will also no doubt reveal any hidden resource caches. It will also lower a colony happiness for 2 years and dramatically reduce the development level of the colony. It will also harm our reputation, but who cares? Scour the colony. In we go. So what did we pick up? We picked up Teekan techs, the Teekan culture, which is a bit useless. Tech acquired in conquest. That was what we found. And then we did pick up temperate colonization research completed. This is a good one. This takes a long time to do. And so we get a little bit of a boost for forest planets and grasslands planets. So that makes them a little bit easier for us to actually colonize in the future. I'll dismiss that one. And how are we going in here? We've still got this little group which is jumping away now. We can't do much with the third, so I'm just going to send the third now back home again, so they can just go back to the Clantoonie system, and we'll just go and sit around back in here again. So we'll refuel at Das Hive spaceport, which you see we've hardly used any fuel getting across there to do that particular attack. So we're going to find this a fair bit. So we've taken this. They're going to need a big attack fleet to then be able to take this one on. So they may still be able to do it. It does give us the option when we've got enough money to now be able to go back in and colonize Nimbus. So with having that jumping point, that then opens up the Nimbus system for colonization. And we have that one as well, which can be colonized. That's interesting as well. So there's another good one in there. Interesting stuff. Okay. So we've got a lot of stuff in here. Where is that? It's definitely not colonizable. Oh, it's a double system. These get a little bit annoying because you miss out on the second system. Yeah, so we do actually have. It's done it again. It's jumped out to the other system. I'm going to need to come in really close to be able to see where it actually is. Where is it? That's it there. That's not the right place. No, I went to the wrong place there. This one here can be settled if we wanted to. But let's not do it just yet. We'll wait. So we're going to be able to start to really expand, which is what the Gizureans are good at. So let's just continue on doing this because we're going to be dominating these guys. We've only got a war weariness of 2 at the moment, which is good. We do have 1 angry colony, but that's not going to really matter that much. These guys are going to destroy that one, and then they can just go back home again. In the meantime, these are just making their way through with the small craft coming in to actually then sort of do the fighting. If we go look at the basic bombers, we can just go Shift T, for example, and just trail it. So this is one of our bombers just moving in. So we've got a few of them together actually. So we're coming into the spaceport. So the spaceport is firing away at our fleet. Yeah, the glitchiness just means that we've got like a couple of bombers right on top of each other, which often happens until they start the attack runs. Clipping through. Making its way through, all the way through. It's still glitching around. Let's just go and press tab again. So these are making their way through the actual fleet itself. This one's lost a little bit. Starting to now sort of do damage on that one. The torpedoes will break through. These will run away now. Hyperdrive is offline. Just double check. Oh yeah, we don't want that. We want 2050, and all ships in the fleet need to have that setting. That needs to break away on its own. Now it is. There we go. Bringing this one down. We'll blow this thing up. So the little bombers are coming in and doing things as well. So that's all good. Frigate completed. Alright, that's good. We've got a lot of money now, so we'll just go back to the 6th again and fill this one back up with more ships. Now the first is pretty much done, I think. Yep, it can go back home. So refuel and repair. Actually, it's going back to the Marconia spaceport, the mining station. I'm happy enough with that. Everything else is looking good here. Still got a big fleet back in home, and another big fleet building up back over here as well. So we are doing well here, guys. Very, very well. And then we have the 3rd invasion fleet now moving back away from this particular system. Let's just move that one back out of the way. Right, so back into here, and we'll just bring the spaceport down. It's dropping quickly now. A lot of things disabled. up there. This thing really isn't a threat anymore. There's nothing normal. Everything has been basically destroyed or disabled. So this is essentially a dead system. Just keep on attacking it though. That's the fuel tanker. Alright, so we've destroyed that one. That's a good start. And then we've got more ships coming back in now. So they're 5th Strike Force. If we go back out far enough, we can then go to this 5th Strike Force and see it's only made of 3 ships. These were the ones that attacked us. We've got a new ambassador. Nothing for the new ambassadors to do just yet. More frigates being built, which is good. And everything going well for us at this stage. So another quick look is, yeah, now these will become a bit more doable, some of these more continental type planets. But we're still not sort of getting too much that which can be colonized just yet. Just got 3. They're all sandy desert worlds, which is fine. Yeah, can't get to this one. That one's too far away. But this one now, the best one is actually colonizable to us. But let's not do it just yet. We'll wait till we're really on top of this. Probably we'll wait until this war finishes. And this war is getting close now to where I think we should be able to sue for peace. But let's just keep on attacking with what we can. Now, we're not seeing any real damage done. There was one ship. Did it jump away from the system? Yeah, we've got this one over here. This one is fine. It's just the only trouble with it, you can see through there, it's just trying to get its shielding back up. So it's actually been able to repair itself, and so it's going to be all right. In this case, we'll just keep on bringing these back now to destroy all the other ships that sort of appear. So we've still got 4 ships in around this system, 4 enemy ships, which is not a problem to us. So we'll start here. Bring these around. Now go after this one. The small bombers and things will just go off and do their own thing to a large degree. They'll find their own targets. To Elysia Totality. Where the hell is that? It'll be an independent world somewhere. Oh, for Elysia Totality. No idea where that is. Should show up in here. I'm not sure who they actually are. We don't want to do that. I thought we had turned that off. No, I haven't. Okay, I'll make that one manual. I don't want to be doing gifts. Don't even know who that is. Oh, unless it's... oh, here we go. It's these guys. So, yeah, because we're trying to become friendly with them. So that was what that was there for, just to try to sort of make them feel more positively about us, but let's not worry about it. They're just the other insectoids. Destroyed. Everything else that's over here. That's trying to jump. Okay, now they're offering us a treaty. So because they've now had enough. This has really been dramatically good for us because we've been able to really dominate them absolutely completely in this particular war. So offer to end our war. We propose an immediate end to our war between us. They're going to give us the galaxy map, all exploration, contact with an unknown empire. Yep, that's good. The Pippolita 2 mining station, research project advanced diplomacy in Teekan research, and enhanced transports. I'm actually happy with that. So I'm going to accept this treaty. And then we'll be back at war with them again soonish, but this then stabilises. They're not going to come after us for that colony, so we're going to be able to then expand from there. It really gives us everything we want, so I'm just going to accept the treaty. And we now have found the Mortlands. They're not going to like us either. They've gone very poorly. Yep, that's okay. We don't know where they are. So we picked up, well, first of all, who are the Mortlands? We don't need to know that one. We picked up the Teekan research, etc. Makes it a little bit easier to deal with. And then the enhanced transport research just gives us a better troop compartment. We can now put more troops onto our troop transports. So we'll dismiss that one as well. So it gives us a bit of a tech boost. They're just going to do what they're going to do. That seems to be all okay. So we'll just go and grab the 4th now, send them back home. So that's going back to the Merconia station. The 1st is refueling back there. Really, we no longer have a war, and we did manage to capture Caslon mines over through here, Caslon mines into there as well as to really sort of knock them backwards in terms of what they had. But more importantly, we got the Kahi system back in through this other side, where we can essentially dominate this particular group of Teekans. If we go with an extermination policy, I think what I prefer to do is actually wait until we can get a fair few of our own Gizureans on this particular world, and so this will happen slowly over time, because this is a very, very suitable world for us. It's colonization suitability Teekan. Just double check that. Yeah, we've got the of course for us as well. We've got the Gizureans assimilate, which is fine. So we'll just wait for them to actually come. Yep, that's fine. So we should have troops being, or we should have ultimately end up with passenger ships moving out with population to settle that particular one. That's a population. That's that's one there. I think there's one there. No passengers there just yet. So we'll just wait for these to actually appear. I have gone over time, guys, but that was good. We actually had the whole Teekan War all play out in one episode. We did well. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.